Hello, my name is Joshua, and I am here to talk about my favorite brain part, which is the amygdala. There are two schools of thought that govern the origin of the word amygdala. The first contends that the term amygdala comes from the Latin word amugdalae, which in turn comes from the Greek word agaragaragargar, or something to that effect. The second suggests that amygdala originated from the word Amy, a common girl's name, and Gadala, a common first word amongst infants. Other common first words among infants include mama, papa, and turpentine. Most human beings, myself included, have two amygdala, one near the base of each temporal lobe. They are major players in the limbic system and therefore have their functions closely related to areas such as the hippocampus and the entorhinal cortex. The main function of the amygdala is to regulate and express emotions. Via emotional modulation, it also guides learned responses such as positive and negative conditioning. Studies have also shown that amygdala can interfere with memory that is strengthened by an emotional attachment. In the consolidation of long-term memory, the amygdala regulates long-term potentiation, a process of memory assimilation in various brain regions. Hemispherical differences, like many other brain components, are also present in the amygdala. The right amygdala regulates mainly unpleasant emotions such as fear and anger, whereas the left amygdala is responsible for everything on the emotion spectrum. Studies have also implicated the left amygdala in having a role in the brain's reward system, largely through a feedback of positive reinforcement. The amygdala, mainly the right one, has functions in memory, storage, and recollection. When it comes to emotional conditioning, fear is the undisputed all-time heavyweight champion. Conditioned fear stimuli are processed within the right amygdala, and the resulting fear response is produced similarly in the right amygdala. As part of the limbic system and its connections to the hippocampus, the amygdala aids in memory by associating emotional properties to events and experiences. The amygdala is one of the better identified regions of the brain in regards to differences between sexes. Using a horror film as stimuli, a difference in amygdala lateralization showed enhanced amygdaloid activity in the right amygdala in males and the reverse in females. Females also tended to have a stronger retention of emotional events than that of males. The right amygdala, in addition to being linked with negative emotions, is also correlated with action taking, explaining the tendency for more physical responses taken by males under stressful stimuli than females. Humans in human males and I didn't mention that was my bad. They showed the horror films to male and female humans. It wouldn't make much sense to show Child's Play 2 to a rat or anything. While the amygdala is responsible for regulating every emotion we experience, it is most commonly associated with fear. The association dates back to 1994 to a patient SM, also known as the woman with no fear. SM possesses a genetic disease known as Urbach-Wieth, which bilaterally destroyed her amygdala. Because of this damage, she literally has zero capacity for fear, and in my opinion will make a pretty decent superhero crime fighter. We will now perform a test to see if you are suffering from Urbach-Wieth disease. If that scared you, you are most likely not suffering from Urbach-Wieth disease. Congratulations. The amygdala volume positively correlates with complexity of social networks. Individuals with a larger amygdala were better able to make accurate social judgments about other people's faces and are believed to have a higher emotional intelligence, allowing for greater social integration and cooperation. The amygdala also regulates behaviors of anxiety, which often begin with a catalyst, be it seeing, smelling, or feeling the presence of a nearby enemy, like a demon shark. The amygdala, in response, releases adrenaline into the bloodstream, firing up the fight or flight response, and in the case of a demon shark, flight would be the wiser of the two. Additional understanding of the amygdala and its various functions could lead to new ways of counteracting stuff like clinical anxiety, which I would like to go on the record as saying I don't have. That is it. Thank you for watching, and by the way, amygdala means almond.